Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Rangers 8, Queen's Park 0. A really good run out and everything went perfect for the coach at Ibrox Stadium today in the last 16 of the Scottish Cup. John, myself, Oxford back in the show. As your Robert, we've come on here a lot and said, where did we start with that? But for different reasons. Where did we start with that?
Oh, you couldn't ask for a better afternoon, Ox. Team performed well. They went out with the right mindset, right attitude, the application. Individuals performed well, get some good goals in the team. Tochi and Nadiri getting on the score sheet, getting their first goals. So all round, good afternoon, mate.
Aye, look, we're not getting carried away. We know they're a level of opposition, but wasn't the case last season. But it just shows you if you get the right attitude, you want to play at a tempo, you will cause teams problem. And goals change games, mate. At any level, they take miles out of people's legs. They take your heart and desire out. Yeah, and we just kept scoring goals, which is different from what we were doing at the start of the season, mate.
That's it, mate. That's it. It's just we're evolving. We're progressing each week, and as you say, we're not getting carried away. We appreciate the level of our opponent today, but we still had to go with the game plan and the attitude and perform well enough to go and win the game. And without a doubt, we've done that comfortably from the get-go, mate.
Aye, right. But before we go through the game, I'm going to put you in the spot, mate. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want your man of the match.
Oh, okay.
Never seen that coming, did you?
It was a team effort, mate, to be honest with you. But
I never asked you that. Don't get off that fence. You splinters,
I'm going to come off it.
I'm going to change the question then.
All right.
I'm going to change it. Who was the best football player in the park then?
Joe, for me, Tochi stood out today, mate.
Right.
I'm going to be honest. Tochi stood out. I thought he broke up play pretty well, kept it simple. He got his goals. He just kept things tidy. Antman looked busy. Romans looked busy. Hard to really pick a certain player that stood out. Tav will probably get it for the goals, obviously. But I thought Tochi had a comfortable game that much he probably had the slippers on for most of it.
He was my number 2, mate. I'm just liking the look of this left back, mate. I thought he was just everything he'd done. All right, he wasn't perfect, but his decision making, his work rate, his teamwork. Yeah, we still don't know if he can defend.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the look of Romans, mate. I really do. Yeah.
I liked. I was watching him as well. Quite
they
closely.
might turn it. My predictions, mate, might turn out to be a Hardy, but at the moment, you know.
Aye, of course, mate. You can only judge on what you're seeing, and what we're seeing at the moment is an attacking fullback who has got bundles of energy. He's got good delivery. He knows when to put the ball in early, when to kind of delay it, how to play it simple, retain possession. But his runs as well, Locks, inside and outside, creating space for others. That's intelligent, and I think it'll be a big part going forward. Because I've noticed we seem to do a lot of our play doing the left-hand side to the middle, more so than the right side these days.
Aye. Listen, mate, you could pick anybody. They Tochi, obviously Tav. Are you going to have a hat trick, mate?
Well, if I'm going to give Tochi a double, I'll need to give Tav a hat trick. As much as I don't think it was on target, Tochi's is more on target. But if I'm giving Tochi a double, I'll give Tav a hat trick.
Aye. It's funny how football works out when you consider that goalkeeper last year.
I know. It's the thing. It's even the penalty as well. Ox, Tav probably had thoughts of that in the back of his mind as well from last year. Having to face the same keeper, same competition, almost exactly a year to the day, funnily enough, that he missed as well. So it does show you how quickly things can change in football, where in a year's time we have developed and evolved so much, and they've dropped off as well. So it does show you.
Aye. What pleased you the most, Robert?
The attitude and the hunger to keep going for the full 90, even at half time, mate, at 5-0. I know you maybe wanted a couple more goals in the second half, but you're being greedy at that point. I think the way they controlled the second half, they kept digging in, they kept on the front foot. Just the attitude to go for the full game, mate. Try and get more goals and not just going to be slack about it. Winning the ball back quickly, the hunger, the desires I spoke about in the first half of the show, that was pretty much apparent for me the whole game.
Well, I want to compare that when we played Alwa back in August, mate, under the previous manager, mate. It's night and day, wasn't it?
Aye, it is. And again, it boils down to the attitude, and for me, it's also what the coaching staff and the side of the park are telling you to keep going, keep pushing, different mindset, different instruction. And I've said that millions of times in the show now. Danny Rule's just got them believing, got them together, and the way he speaks is the way you're starting to hear the players speak and see it in their performances and their results.
Aye. Duff my hat to Danny Rule. I don't know what he's done, mate. I don't know what he's done. Simplified it. Clearer. The players are bought in him. Or the other one just lost the plot and they were all confused, mate.
A bit of everything. Probably a bit of everything, mate. A bit of everything. It shows you how out of depth Russell Martin was, but it shows you that Danny Rule's come in with some clear instructions. As you say, simplified it. I think that's what he done in the first couple of games. Simplified it, stripped it back to basics. And over time and over games, he starts to put across his kind of message, his style. But what he's done so far, mate, it's still remarkable. We'll keep saying it until we're blue in the face. It's remarkable still.
Aye. So I'm going to have to put the actual matchup report up. Usually I can get through all the goals by memory, mate.
I know, it's been a while since that's happened.
Aye. So but we started and we got the first one, big Ryan and Derry, mate, who's became already, you can see he's becoming a fan's favourite. We gets the ball in and we puts the ball in and he's there. He did what we thought he was going to do, mate. For a corner kick. Again, he's coming in for the back post. A big Shamiti stone, so I don't know if this is part of the thing. Get on that back post, he's there. I actually think it takes another touch after when you seen it behind. I thought the goal had actually made a mess of it, but when you see it behind it, touched after the defender. And a good start. And the guy buzzing. You can tell he's enjoying it. We're enjoying him.
It was certainly an interesting goal because you would expect him to be the pick of the bunch to be marked from a set piece, given the aerial threat he's got. But as you say, that back post unmarked, and he sort of started almost on the byline ox if you watch it back, and then drifts in as the ball comes in, so that he's kind of ball side of it rather than goal side. So there's a good bit of movement, good delivery from Tav, and he puts the header on target, which is all you're asking for him to do. And I know you've said about the position of Chermiti before at that back post, but I think now you're seeing that Nadiri's there. It certainly seems to be a ploy and a tactic from the Scott Fry coaching setup. When it works, it works.
Aye. So then we had it turned into a wee bit of the Tav show. I didn't think he was the best man in the park, but he's always got a knack of being involved, Tav, good or bad. So the ball comes to him in the box, mate, it drops down and he puts it away, yeah.
Aye, it's a wee bit of Tav of old, mate, in at the back post, sneaking in there. Probably gets a bit of a break at the ball, but he's quick enough to react and put it away.
Aye. And then we have the one that goes straight in. Well, aided by the keeper for the corner, mate. Some sites will give him a go. I mean, I'd rather get the player than put it down as an own goal. So Tav takes that, and as we said, the irony for last year, mate.
Aye, from hero to villain almost. It's not a nice thing for a keeper to experience. We've seen some keeping howlers over the years and some this season as well.
This week, mate.
This week as well, aye. So it just shows you, but things can change. But I'd give it to Tav. If I'm going to give Tochi a go as well, I'm going to give it to Tav, but I don't even think it's on target, mate. So it should really go down as an own goal, but always want to give it to your player, don't you?
And then we get the penalty kick. For me, there was actually 2 handballs involved. I thought the guy came down his hand and hit his hand when it came away, and then the shot came in. And the boys are a bit unlucky, not a lot he can do with it, but it seemed to be gone goalward, so penalty kick was gained, and Tav stands up and puts it away, mate.
Tav does what Tav can do. Set piece specialist, penalty kick specialist over the years. And again, it was he felt that it was his hat trick moment, and he got it. Still had the bottle to go up and take the penalty, as I said. Almost a year since he missed the penalty kick against Queen's Park, so I'm sure that possibly would have been in the back of his mind. But to dust it off and put it away, send the keeper the wrong way, it was game over. It was the game over really, but that puts more icing in the first half. I'm sure in the first half anyway, 40 minutes.
And it's still time for one more, mate. That was the one that came in, and there's a couple of a corner kick again. It looked as if Tochi got his head on it. Yeah, just a touch. And it's going, I can't remember if it was Mayoski or Big Derry, but it caught the defender, but it was getting in. So, Bagiti, Tochi.
Aye, I'm getting it to Tochi. It's on target. If it's on target, it's a goal for me, so Tochi gets it.
So, the boy, it's 5-0 at half time. Most of the corners came for the left, for Tav. And most of the players came down the left, but even at times, everybody was involved. Yeah, passed the ball well, and we looked as if we looked a professional outfit playing a team that were in a lower league days, which we haven't always looked in the past. Just this season against, I think it was Alloa, wasn't it?
Alloa back in the earliest part of the year. Part of the season. No, you're right. We did look professional, and although at times the football looked patient, they were moving it quicker side to side, but it was with purpose and with intent to try and break down Queen's Park, and at times we did do it. So it was effective as much as other games we've seen. It's now been side to side, but it's been slow. Today it was done with pace and purpose and with intentions of getting in behind. The movement, I think, of Romans, Antman, Scove Olsen, they helped as well, and the Dairies movement up front, that all helped in that kind of final third.
Yep. So I didn't hear. I think everybody was quite pleased there in the second half, mate. As the second half started, there was no incidents at half time. So then we starts the second half, and a thoroughly professional performance, mate. Yeah, we get the goals early and late in the half, but in between, mate, no risk football, just playing it from side to side, no extracting the Michael, but yeah, we could have scored more goals, but big picture and little picture come into play, yeah?
Yep, I think you've seen that with the substitutes at the times that we thought they would be when about the other mark. We expected there to be some changes, and again, one eye on Wednesday night. You can do it when you've got a comfortable lead at home and you've got players at their disposal to make the changes. So that was certainly part of the thinking, and it made sense. Professional is a word to use, mate. Professional and rampant.
Aye, so we get
His name is Ryan Nagary. He stands at 6'4", and when he scores, you will hear us roar. We love Nagary's goal. His name is Ryan Nagary. He stands at 6'4", and when he scores, you will hear us roar. We love Nagary's goal. His name is Ryan Nagary. He stands at 6'4", and when he scores, you will hear us roar. We love Nagary's goals.
It didn't take long, Robert.
It did not. I'm sure we'll hear that soon enough, mate, around the stands.
Oh,
I'm
thank
pleased
you,
with the big
Will.
man you got on the score sheet today. I thought his performance overall, mate, even without scoring the goals, his play, kind of winning ball back, linking up, movement, it all looked good, and a sign of things to come, hopefully.
Yeah. But mate, I don't know how good a player these players are going to be. It's hard to judge, you know?
Aye, You'll know when at the end of the season how good they've been, how much an impact each one makes towards now and the end of the season. That's where you'll really start to notice at pivotal games and pivotal moments, they'll stand up and be counted. But again, in first impressions, it's so far so good.
If you look at Tochi, and I'm not having a go at Conor Barron here, but he's knocking players there, they're bouncing off him and he's winning headers, and they're coming up with tackles, he's just stunning and just coming away with the ball, mate, because he's a unit.
He is, and that's what we've lacked in the midfield for a number of seasons. That kind of physical element, somebody can just, as you say, bounce players off the ball without doing a foul, just using their power and their strength. And as I said, for me, they just, at times when he won the ball back once we lost possession, just kept it simple. And obviously shows a wee bit more attacking threat towards the end of the game. That was his second goal, which is good to see as well. So,
Oh, you gave
it
him a
doesn't
goal in
seem
the first half, mate.
I'm giving him a double, mate.
Aye. And if you think back to the game, was it Dundee he made his debut? Obviously he played in the cup against Annan, but was it Dundee? He was involved with one that was chopped off, and then he should have scored when he went through. But yeah, so he's involved in more goals than Connor. Yeah, and the other day, I mean, Connor's no scored for us in X amount of games.
No, I know. And that's what you want when you want a midfielder that can come in and do the dirty side of the game, but also contribute with goals and assists as well. And if Tochi can bring it to the side, then I'm all for it. And we'll see how it pans out going forward and what players around him work well with others.
Yeah. Right, we better get the phone lines open. Yes?
Indeed.
Let's hear from East.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Right, aye. Perfect day for the manager. Rest, Raskin, Suter, Sterling getting a half, all the new players getting minutes, Mikey Moore getting a bit of rest, Gasman getting a rest, whether you like Gasman or no, he's played a lot of football, mate. Perfect.
As I said, you couldn't get a better afternoon, really. I think Don Game would have probably predicted that scoreline. I know our Billy wasn't far away. He went for 7 now, but he actually messaged me to say, I told you 7, just as we scored the 8th one. So just like his horse, it came up short, mate, unfortunately. But no, a good day at the office all round. As I said, no injuries, players rested, and players coming back.
You think yesterday Billy was behind himself under a rock, wouldn't you?
I know. 6th place, was it?
10 out of 10, mate.
Was it that bad?
Aye.
Oh dear. Maybe next week.
We'll be here next week, mate.
But listen, if we can keep Southside going all this time, I'm sure Billy can keep going and all.
No. There's only one man for his plaque. Yeah, listen, you could actually feel that, I don't know how to put this, mate. You could actually feel the positive vibes in the stadium today, yeah? Which haven't always been there this season.
No, you're right. You could feel it. I think obviously getting the goals early when they did, that probably helped as well. But even before the game, there was still a feel-good atmosphere. It's a cup game. There's anticipation of you're going to win the game comfortably. You're hoping to see a few goals, and certainly delivered more than that. But I thought the support as well, singing and cheering the boys on was good. And we need that again come Wednesday night away to Firhill.
For Park, even.
For Park, sorry. Right, for Park.
Right. Easy done, mate. Easy done. Oh, you don't get the train or the subway mixed up, you'll end up. Yeah.
Oh no, I would notice the difference now, mate. I would know the difference. I've seen the centre of the universe. I can't get at mistake again.
You're a man about town now, aren't you?
I am.
Aye. So what did you think of the setup? Did you think it was a 4-4-2? It looked at, didn't it? It looked at, and then it sort of became a 4-2-4, really, didn't it?
To be honest with you, it was hard to actually really see, other than the back line, if it was a 4-4-2 or 4-2-4. You obviously seen Diamondi and Chuck Wani in the middle of the park, but going forward, there was enough movement that you couldn't really see it. At times, Miofsky was coming deep, Nadiri was pulling wide, Robbins was tucking inside, so a lot of movement, but to me it was a 4-4-2/4-2-4, and I think a lot of it, obviously being in possession of the ball in the attacking third, was more attacking than anything else, and even at times the fullbacks were high, so sometimes it looked like just two back and everybody else up, and that was pleasing to see because, as I said, the attitude to go for the full game, just to keep going and not just sit back and say, well, game's done, let's just kick the ball about for a while.
Aye. And you talk about the back, Big Giga. Listen, I've heard whispers that he suits in the cleaners, mate. Yeah.
Aye. Never to be returned.
Aye, Big Giga. He done all right, mate. And obviously good to get Sterling back with 8 minutes under his belt. Young Magoma come on and worked well. And I'll be honest with you, I never thought I'd see Matondo again, but there you go.
Aye, it was certainly a wee bit surprising. I don't think he's going to be a player that we're going to depend on and use a lot between now and the end of the season, because I think whether things happen in the background between him and the club, that will take care of itself. But while he's on our books, he's still got to be ready to be called upon if and when required. But he's certainly got a lot more names above him in the order in terms of the position he plays as well. So I don't think he's going to be the go-to guy for us. We've got a lot of bodies in that attacking third, and he'll just find his way somewhere between now and the end of the season.
Aye, Majowski got a decent finish at the end. He was unlucky with when he flicked on, mate. Yeah, the first half.
Aye, I kind of expected him to come off, particularly in Dairy on the 2 goals. I thought he maybe kept him on and took Majowski off, considering he had played obviously midweek as well. But again, one eye possibly on Wednesday that Nadiri could be the man to lead that line on Wednesday night more than Majowski, but still he gets a goal. I think that's 8 goals now in 7 Scottish Cup appearances he's got, some record.
Aye, I heard that. And that's him into double figures for us this season, bizarrely. You know, if we could had another half a dozen between now and the end of the season with the worst return.
No, it wouldn't. It's probably a wee bit surprising to folk that he's probably in double figures, because he's kind of gone the kind of guy that gets picked out a wee bit, that he's not performing, he's not contributing. But when you've got double figure goals, you obviously are. Maybe it's just not been at times where we're expecting or needing it. But to still have double figures as a striker, you want to go and push more, and when the opportunity comes and the chances come, you want them to tuck them away. Might turn pivotal.
Come and join us. Give us your thoughts. 0141 356 1972. Aye, good for him as well to get a goal, you know. 2 goals in 2 games, mate.
Yep, that's it. It's just now momentum and consistency. Once a player gets a goal, you want a taster for more. That goes for any player, whether striker or not, but more so strikers, because as I said earlier in the pre-show, that's the job. That's what the team to do, is score your goals. Goals win your games, and that's the kind of guys we look to. So if we can have Chimiti chipping in goals, Nadiri, Majowski, and then the rest of the team chip in here and there, then things will look good, things look positive. And I think we've seen a lot of it today, that there is going to be a wee bit more creativity. Again, I'm not getting carried away. I appreciate it's Queen's Park, but the players there should take it into the next game. The additions we've brought in should create more chances in the final third and make the right decisions at the right times as well.
If you've got Fernandez and Chikawani on, mate, Chimitri on that, with the players playing, wow, we're a big physical team, mate, eh?
Aye, you compare that to the team that started the season, mate. As you said, Connor Barron, Nico Raskin, young Magoma, they're all kind of slight in stature, whereas now we've got physical presence, we've got height, we've got build. So it certainly is building a team, for me, physical enough to handle Scottish League, but I'm thinking as well he's setting it up for European football, mate, the physicality side of that.
Anyway, Carl's joined us. Afternoon, Carl.
Good afternoon. That was great.
Aye, mate, you can't criticise that. I know you can go in a bit of opposition, but, well, if you criticise when we're poor against bad opposition, you've got to praise when we play well against poor opposition, yeah?
Exactly, Ox. Hey, it's only what's put in front of you, and good habits breed good habits. I thought the passing was excellent today, crisp, fast. I thought Ant-Man was a revelation in the left wing with that boy Robbins at the back. I thought he played an excellent game. The other one, the other side, Scott Wilson. I wasn't too impressed. I mean, I don't think he had a lot of room to work in. He didn't get a lot of the ball. But apart from that, the whole team was good.
I thought you get more involved in the second half, mate, and you see them. I get most of my good play come down the left. Robert?
Aye, it's an observation I've noticed the past few games, mate, that we seem to use the left a lot more. Maybe that's why a lot of people don't really see Scott Wilson involved a lot, because it's coming down the left. But as you say, second half he started to get more involved. He's becoming central as well, but he's still building up his game time as well. October was his last feature in a game, but last time he played almost 90 minutes was September, so it's a long time to try and rebuild that. But the confidence will give him that extra edge ahead of the games ahead as well.
Cal, what did you make of the centre forward?
Great. Brilliant song that Gigi's put on there. I was having a wee dance about the living room with it, you know.
Oh, were you?
Oh, you're bloody right. Hey, I've got to celebrate things. I'm getting too old not to celebrate wee victories.
Would you like to hear it again, Cal?
Of course I would. You want me to sing the real one? I know them all.
I'm just messaging Mr. Fox, yes? Messaging Mr. Fox.
He's legendary, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
A brilliant result. I can't say, I mean, I don't care what anybody says. See if I hear Steven Gerrard. Oh, we want Steven Gerrard back. Away you go and boil your head. We got a wee unknown guy in practically, and he has showed us.
He stands at 6'4", and when he scores, you will hear us roar. Rob Big Ryan's goals. His name is Ryan. He stands at 6'4", and when he scores, you will hear us roar. We love Managerial.
Man in there all in starting positions, so they're all fighting to start, which has got to raise the level right up.
Who was it? Who's Sean for you picked two, mate?
Two, probably. Nadir with his 2 goals, you know what I mean? And Romans, I thought played well.
So did I, mate.
I like him. I like he's a footballer, know what I mean?
I agree. Cal, what about you?
Romans, Romans, I thought Ant-Man will get a mention, but the other boy, I can't say, but it might sound like a sexual deviant. Tooty or Totty or Toothy, whatever he's called.
Tucci.
Okay, same to you. Right, I better go. I'm going to try and make my dinner now.
Right, Cal. See you, mate.
I'm going to go duking for chips.
See you later, mate.
Right, see you later. Hey, have a lovely weekend. What's left here, lads. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, mate.
We know Carroll when he was singing along here, his time was the last, so his totties are going to be burnt and his pie's going to be.
He's forgot to defrost his chicken, mate, as far as I know. Aye, Romans looks a football player, doesn't he? He does look a football player.
He's just got that look about him, you know what I mean? And that calmness. Don't get on, it's still Queen's Park, lower level, so
You get that?
Wednesday night's the challenge, isn't it? That's the welcome to Scottish football. An on-form team in their run, but we need to run out of tap for them just to put that message. But I'll take a bridge, man. No, I mean, as long as we get 3 points. But looking on that team, I think we're only wanting more than a bridge, man.
Well, we're
We want
starting to
dominance.
score goals. Would you agree? Obviously, starts to the, and I know, command up the circumstances. You know, the last 3 games at Ibrox, mate, we scored 16 goals.
All different players. That's what you need at a team, innit? As much as you want your strikers to score, which you did today, you still want it for all of the team. For set pieces, for corners, for open play. So and it looks like he's building a right proper Rangers team in my eyes. These new additions. This transfer window could be.
What about the pace and the physicality he's brought in, mate?
They're all 6'4", 6 foot, and that's what you need for Scottish football. And even looking ahead into Europe, we need. I like wee Barons, but he's just he covers some out of the park, and he drives all the time, and he covers. I think one game he done about 15 kilometres, but he's just physical wise, he's too wee. Know what I mean? Which is a pity. But he's got a heart in him, an engine in him.
But there's maybe a place for Connor in the squad, mate. That's a different thing altogether.
Aye, absolutely. Yep. I wouldn't get rid of him. He's definitely a certain games.
Aye. The pace and physicality. But we passed the ball a bit better today. I know the opposition was the great, Robert. We're not getting carried away. And we know the circumstances for Wednesday night. We get that also. But we did pass the ball better today. And the new players helped with that. Even for the centre forward, try to bring others into play. He's no bad at that as well, Robert.
No, he's not. Right from the get-go, I think early on in the game, he tried to do a wee back heel into Miofsky. Just didn't need it. And I think there was a one before that. Miofsky tried to find him as well with a through ball, just wrong side. But you can see the ideas they're trying to do. They're trying to develop relationships and chemistry on the park, and that will come over game time. But as Marnock says, he's certainly building a team here. And I think that's the difference between where we're at now and where we were, mate. That we weren't looking as a team. We were looking as individuals on the park. We're now growing together. We're believing we're all in it for the long haul. We know there's still many minutes of football still to play, twists and turns, but the additions that we've made are certainly going to drive forward because, as Marnock says, they'll want to get a starting jersey, but it'll push the ones in front of them as well to keep the jersey. So competition for places is always healthy. It just gives you that extra edge. And when you're winning games as well, then that's a right bonus and a right booster as well. So certainly a good feeling at the minute. And it's been a real good factor for a period of time now, the last few months. We've had some kind of blips and results that we were frustrated by, but as you say, mate, short picture, big picture, there's a big end goal here, and we're still on that pathway to get that. So let's hope it just keeps rolling.
Oh, see what you done there, man, rolling.
Aye. Didn't even mean it either. The ball was rolled to him and he just took it.
He's talked about natural instinct, Marnock. That's me. Natural instinct.
I think we're building a team for successive league titles. To be honest, that's what it looks like. And long may it continue. My mate was saying to me that Super Bowl's in the 49ers Stadium tonight, and
Yes,
they're getting they're getting like $250 million or something for that, and some of that money's meant to be getting filtered through to us, apparently. You've seen McGatt was saying that. The parade. So
obviously we got to tie up. They're involved in my thing, but I don't know if it's that simple, mate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I don't think it is. I mean, they're part of the consortium, mate. They're no the consortium, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but listen, where were we at? I mean, we went and spent 12 million. We get rid of some people that after wage bill that we knew weren't going to contribute, and it looks as if Danilo, if he moves on and we get some money in, whatever that is, good luck to the boy. We know he was unlucky with injuries, but we don't think he's the man. and then you've got rid of Dowell and all that early, and people are leaving the club, contracts are up. You know, you've got maybe Tav's a big earner, Matondo's a big earner going forward. No, and these put people at the right stage in their career, and that's saying younger legs to Tav, even though people Tav will deserve everybody's best wishes when he goes. You know, for his numbers, phenomenal. But then Matondo's offered us nothing, so we'll free that wages up. So hopefully we can get people in that first team players, mate. And then all of a sudden you're starting to build and build and build, yeah.
It was mad that he got run out today as well, wasn't it? We won it.
I never seen that coming, mate. I never seen it coming. Yeah, but there you go. But there's maybe logic in it. Maybe there's a market open that's maybe trying to take him. But you're saying, there you go, he played the last game for us, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but what we're going to, I don't know, weeks on wages wise, but for all we're going to save, we've actually paid him. So,
well, if you half that money, mate, it'd be about $250,000 you would save.
Right, no, it's not just sniffed it.
No.
That's just a half a wage to Robert, right enough, isn't it?
Aye. Aye, but listen, whatever happens, his contract's up in a few weeks, you know, so you move on, we move on.
Yep, aye, he's not produced, so aye, he's finished it is.
Aye. Yeah, you never know, as you said, the pre-match, mate, he might play a part in it. I can't see it, mate. When you see the boys on the part today, and then you've got Gasman and Moore, he's fifth choice for the wide positions, isn't he?
Aye, yeah. And I don't know. I didn't know. Did they stand out or anything? Did they do anything, Dave? Was he all right? Was he poor? Was he just nothing?
A couple of maybe chips at best. You know, again, it's hard to judge anybody in the second half, Robert, because it was a training session, wasn't it?
It was, aye, but you look at the guys that came on the bench today, and compared to the guys that came on midweek and the impact they make, you're wanting the same attitude and application as a substitute to do it, regardless of the opponent and the circumstances. But you just never really saw it from Matondo. Just a couple of times he was on the ball, the Marnock down the left hand side, but didn't really get by a man. Maybe put in one or two crosses, nothing spectacular. He just kind of get minutes in his legs and rested the boys that were in front of him. So a substitution that Daniel just felt be best to make for other circumstances other than getting Matondo in the picture. That's the way I see it. He's certainly not for me going to be a go-to player that we depend on between now and the end of the season, mate.
I think Rami can help us out, actually. I think he's got a lot of skill, a lot of drive.
Maybe, mate. Maybe you're not going to do with 11 players, the Marnock, no?
Yeah. We need a good squad, 16 or 18 players to get us head of line.
I think the managers get so much right today, and they Raskin, they Gasman, they Suter, Sterling, 45 minutes replaces Berjami when you're 5-0 up. Robert, easy in it. Carry on.
I seen a Rangers player going down as soon as we blew the half time whistle, and I take it up Sterling. It went to the flare for treatment. I don't know if you've noticed that.
No, it was. I think it might have been somebody else, mate, who was playing in the left of defence. Yeah.
Aye, it was left. Somebody sitting there on the left.
I did see it, but it wasn't. I don't think it was an injury.
Right. Good.
Robert, the manager just got everything right in it. Nico Raskin not getting on the part, Suter not getting on the part for obvious reasons. They've all either coming back from injuries and played a lot of football. Even Gassama, who were being critically, yeah, but he's played a lot of games this season, so hopefully they're fresher for Wednesday.
That's the idea, and that would be the plan. As I said, I know people say take one game at a time, but you've got to look at what's ahead as well. Not go too far ahead, but you've got Motherwell on Wednesday night. You want to keep players fit and fresh for that, because if they get an injury or a niggle today, then maybe at the moment in time it doesn't disrupt your plans too much, because we've got a full kind of squad, bar one or two players, Barron and Cornelius long term. But it's good man management from the manager. Even with Sterling, I didn't see it myself. MD on the deck at half time. I would need to check back and see it. I never seen it at the time. Hopefully it isn't an injury, but if it's management again,
I don't think it was Sterling, mate.
But sorry, and it's If it was him, either way, mate, still taking him off at half time is also sensible. Putting 45 in his legs with
Might be. It might have been. It was only a brief thing, but Mr. Fox has sent us a message. How good is the set piece coach been? Easy for other people to see. Domano with no threat at all, and then all of a sudden, goals.
Aye. Credit where credit's due. Fry, his name is Aye. He's definitely make some difference. And I think in England, I think Arsenal's up there, and I don't know if Man U's up there. You know what I mean, with the set pieces, and it's definitely a big part of your game now. And they want to make it continue. Even Big Fernandez wasn't even on the day. You know what I mean? Who's getting on the end of everything. So, aye, he looks like a master stroke, doesn't it? Bringing him in.
Robert.
Arguably, mate, it could be the best signing we've done this season, if you be honest, because as you said, we weren't looking a threat from set pieces, and then all of a sudden, obviously the personnel we've got in the building now helps with that, but you've got to have the players in the box first and foremost, but you've also got to use it to your strength, and that's what we've done over the past few months since he's come in the door. We've added goals, we've shored up things at the back. Okay, there's still some moments where we look a bit nervy from set pieces, but over the piece and over the course, mate, he's done a great job to give us a threat in both boxes, defensively and attacking. Again, the personnel helps with that, but it could be the signing of the season, mate, because it could be the goals from set pieces that ultimately get us 3 points that maybe win us a league.
That's high praise indeed, Domano, isn't it?
That certainly is, aye. We're dangerous every set piece, aren't we? We really are. We're all now expecting a goal for it. And the goals are coming for the set pieces, so it's working. What he's doing in training, it's definitely working. And they're listening to him. The players are actually listening to the boy and believing. Because he looks quite young as well, doesn't he? He's no... and who was it brought him in? Who scouted him? Surely it wasn't Danny Rowe.
It was the same time as he sort of came in at the same time as Martin and the Thirlwell, etc. were leaving the club. It all happened around about that time when nobody with other things with my mind, Domano. Yeah.
Aye.
You know.
Aye. It's certainly brilliant. A really good move so far anyway. I can't see it changing.
One thing I've talks about the set pieces, but from corners, is the variations. It's not just putting the ball in the box or sometimes a short corner. The day you've seen it a couple of times, playing it short and then playing it to the edge for a strike. There's a lot of variation now. We're a wee bit unpredictable, whereas before you just knew it would be Tav with an in-swinger or an out-swinger and hoping for a goal, whereas now we've got variation, we've got options, and we can create some good chances from set pieces.
Right. I get it, mate. I mean, it helps with the physicality and the size of team there. Yeah, that's without Chermiti and Fernandez. We were a basketball team, we were lining up the Monarch. Yeah.
As aye. Even the height for the long corners, and it's just missing everybody out, and you're getting it back across. Or he was going for a long corner, which Nadiri kind of done the day, didn't he? I was glad to see Miofsky get a goal. He done a lot of work, you know what I mean? And you always want to see a striker score him. So it was good to see him get on his score sheet, get his confidence up a wee bit.
I don't disagree, Robert.
No, I don't. I think he needed it. Kilmarnock, I think he needed the goal. I know he get the goal midweek and they scored in at Rugby Park and things, but and obviously get the hat trick against the Annan in the last round. But he's still kind of had a lot of people where the jury's out on him. And when you've signed a striker in January, you feel the pressure that your position's at stake, so you want to be contributing when you're on the park. And he'll do no harm getting goals. As I said to Ox, if you've got Chermiti, Nadiri, and Miofsky chipping goals in from your forward line, then as you say, you want the rest of the team to contribute as well. So there is goals in that team. It's just about making the right decisions in the big games when they matter and getting the goals in. And I'm sure that will come over the coming weeks with the personnel we've brought in as well. They'll certainly be adding to that.
Definitely. Everything is looking rosy in the garden, isn't it? long may it continue, because it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? We're desperate for
Man,
success.
I'd have told you this was possible in October. What would you have said to me?
As I said, nurse, he's off his meds again.
Matron.
Aye, Mason.
Robert.
I'd have told you to take Jiga's white trousers to match your white jacket.
His long johns.
Mm-hmm.
I still thought he'd know a bad game, considering the type of game. I thought he stepped in, passed the ball. I know he wasn't under any defensive problems, but we've done okay, you know. I think we forget he was only 22 and we brought him in at the start of the season with very limited experience. It wasn't a great signing for what we needed, but he's turned out to be. He's had bad moments, but he's had some decent moments as well. He's got that turn of pace. It's a big asset, but he's just no switched on enough. And obviously, the more games you play, Robert, the more you are.
Of course, mate. Of course, but again, he's a player that's improved over the past few weeks as well. I mean, you've got Suter, you've got Fernandez when he's back fit as well. You've got Sterling, you've got Cornelius still to come in. We suddenly look a lot healthy in terms of options at the back, and that was obviously when Daniel first came in. That was a big area of concern, was the defence. And if you've got these guys now playing well together, even when you're having to change partnerships or change fullbacks, and still not conceding as many goals or as many chances away than we were doing before, it makes a good recipe. So certainly Giga will be involved going forward. Whether he is going to play starting Wednesday night, if Fernandez is fit, it'll be interesting to see, because he's now got a lot of players' options there, mate. There's a lot of quality, and it's going to be a tough time for Daniel to pick the team that he thinks, but I've got every trust in him. He gets it right. And if he's not going well during the game, as you've seen, he's not scared to change things as well. There's a personnel, they're fit, they're healthy, and they're hungry and to go and win games. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles the team selections going forward, mate, because there's a lot of people wanting positions in a winning team.
Aye. A lot of pace and power. As we said earlier on, you've got Tucci in the midfield, you've got Narderi up front, or Trimiti. You know, we know that Ant-Man and Gasman are quick. It's whether they give you the quality. And at the back, if you've got Fernandez with anybody, you know, the Giga or Suter, you've got power, height and pace with either in the mix. I know Suter's not the quickest. And then in the fullback positions, well, Roma's up against Magoma. And Magoma's arguably been the most consistent outfield player all season, arguably. And then you've got Sterling and Tav, mate. That would be a good two middleweights, wouldn't it? They could fight it out, eh? That'd be a good battle, I think.
Has Tav got yourself a starting place on Wednesday?
I don't think that should come into it today, mate, for Wednesday. I don't think so, personally.
Yep. No, aye. If he wasn't starting, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Well, I think Danny would have his plans depending how it went today, but I think you're now getting to the stage where every 3 points is every 3 points, mate, and it's the team that you think will win that game with the best personnel. Obviously, depending if you're going to play somebody that might be out for the season if they're carrying something, but if everybody's fit, the manager's got the big calls to make, Robert.
That's it. It's the big calls he's got to make, and as I said, mate, there's positions there that you've got 2 or 3 players wanting to play, but he's ultimately picking the team that he thinks will go and do the job from the get-go against the team that's in front of him, whether that includes Tav or whether it's Sterling or Aarons, whether you're a fan of him or not. Daniel picks a team that he thinks is best to do it. And who are we to sit and judge? He's got everything else so far up to now spot on, mate. Whether it's before game, during game, the stats don't lie. He's got us into a position, so every faith that he'll pick the best team. But it will be interesting to see team selection, because, as I said, there's a lot of players there that have showed over the past few games that they can do the job. I know circumstances, opposition, but they've still got the attitude to go and play. Not just for right back as well, that's across the whole board of the pitch.
Aye. Well, it's going to be interesting, mate. And look, we just need a bit of luck, and that's keep players fit and just a bit of luck to carry us through, mate. Get goals. We're starting to score goals. We're winning Wednesday night, mate. I actually think we'll win next Sunday, Wednesday night, and then we'll get another 2 games coming up, one away and one at home. But it's getting exciting, mate.
It is. I suppose all eyes on the draw tonight. I'm just wanting the easiest draw as possible. I know a lot of fans go, "Oh, we want name at Ibrox, or we want this." I take the easiest part of this for Ibrox or Stranraer or whoever, know what I mean? Whoever's playing the night, Falkirk. Just the easiest team at Ibrox to again get the goals up and make it run in as less challenging as possible. You see an idea of who you want tonight in the draw?
Anybody at Ibrox, mate, but I would accept your argument wholeheartedly. But who's through so far? There's not a lot through, is there? Because 2 games have been postponed and there's 1 still to play, isn't there?
Aye, Stenhouse on Falkirk tonight at 7:30. The draws after that. Obviously they're through. I'm trying to think who the other.
Obviously, Thistle get through.
Thistle. Aye, against Elgin, yeah.
Dunfermline. Dunfermline get through yesterday as well.
Right.
Motherwell and Aberdeen are still to play.
Well, at the moment, if you assume Falkirk went through Dunfermline or Thistle at Ibrox, there we go, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Aye,
rather give the money
take
to
that.
Thistle than I would Dunfermline.
Aye. Get the plastic whistle. Yeah. They always bring good support as well. That's what they've got a good crowd come from Hull. A lot of the Rangers fans as well, the ones I know. So as long as we get them Ibrox and we pump them, you know what I mean?
Aye. Listen, we'll look at that tonight and we'll take it going forward. But obviously, a home tie is preferable, Robert. Yeah, always.
Always, mate. Always. You always want a home tie. And listen, I'll take MD in the draw because we deserve to be where we are in the draw. And at this moment in time, we don't feel MD coming. So bring on MD, who it is. We'll the luck of the draw, I suppose, as they say it. And we'll see who it is come the night, mate. And then that'll be in a few weeks' time, I'd imagine. So that'll be on the back burner for a while. And we'll be focusing on league form. But obviously, we look at Wednesday night, Motherwell. Tuesday night, there's a big game. Hibs v Hearts as well. So you never know how that could work out come Wednesday night, mate. If we win, we could be top come Wednesday night, even before we even kick a ball on Sunday.
Never even thought of that, mate. I'm not ultimately confident as you are, mate. Yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. We could be if the results went my way. Mental tomorrow, isn't it? Absolutely mental.
Night and day for Russell Martin, you know what I mean? I cancel my continuous credit, you know what I mean? And just to say, I need to do something. I can't keep turning up and supporting this guy. So I did keep going, but my European games were cancelled. And they'd saying that I ended up, they get rid of him and I ended up buying the package anyway, the last 3 games I think it was. But he had to go, didn't he? He was awful. An awful manager. And we all knew it. I think it was 6 days for the takeover. Then they brought him in, and we're all high as anything. And all of a sudden, we were like, "What? Russell Martin? Who made that decision?" You know what I mean? It was a bit of deflation for the whole takeover. But the Americans certainly took it on the chin. They put their hands up and they certainly put their wallet out. They've opened their wallet up this transfer window. That's for sure.
And also, the guys that made the decision to bring him in, they paid with their job, Robert.
They did. And listen, we know it was mistakes made, and Andrew Kavanagh went and rectified these mistakes. He's made get them out and get new personnel in, and it's worked out so far. And long may it continue, and it's certainly a better place for guys to come in to the club, and footballers to come in. I mean, as well as members on the board. There's a lot more stability, I think, now as well. There's a lot more connection between the fans and the club as well. So everything is going in the right direction. We'll see how good it's going come the end of the season. We'll obviously look there, but exciting times ahead, interesting times ahead, mate.
You'll be able to sense. I mean, obviously, it's hard to get tickets for any away games because of the numbers we get now, Marnock. But you'll know people's phones will be ringing left, right, and centre. Yeah.
It's one thing I don't really go to is away games apart from Europe. So I wouldn't feel right taking tickets after the bands that go all the time, because they're the guys that actually deserve it. They go through thick and thin. They travel up and down the length of the country for the Scottish football. You know what I mean? And they're the guys, and they deserve it. So but definitely a scramble for tickets on Wednesday night as well. Big Stevie he'll be on the warpath, looking for his tickets, bribing people with pies and all that.
I believe he's looking for an electrician's jacket to go and check out the lights at Motherwell. If anybody's got one, get in touch. No, you're right, Mark. It's going to be an interesting few weeks ahead, obviously, and we'll look ahead now to Wednesday night at Motherwell. Where, for me, I don't know what you think, but for me, seeing Motherwell at Ibrox just after Christmas, it's the best footballing side in the Scottish Premier League this season for me. There'll be a threat, we know what kind of threat they can pose, last minute say, etc. But it's about us, mate, just going and get the job done, playing at your strengths and winning the game and getting the vital 3 points.
It is, aye. It's a sign of intent, isn't it? If we go out and beat Motherwell, get the 3 points, and if we go out and take 2 or 3 off them, then that'd be a warning to everybody else about Scottish football. But like everybody else, 3 points is just all we want Wednesday.
Win the
No matter
game.
how we get it.
Win the game. Last word for your good self, there, Marnock.
Aye, great tournament today. 8 goals, brilliant. And my big mate had 7-0 in the dairy. What was it, 2021 or something, a tenner on it, and he was going to like cash out, and I think he ended up cashing out on like 140 quid, just as we got that 8th goal. So he was happy days for him. So I almost look out for the draw tonight. Hopefully a home game, then almost to the big match on Wednesday, and hopefully cruise mate to Motherwell and get 3 points and back along the road.
You hear, Robert?
Cheers for me on, mate. Again, almost perfect afternoon. You couldn't ask for any more. So, all eyes now look ahead of the week it's coming, Wednesday night, and we'll go there and we'll get the 3 points, and we'll see how the table looks after Wednesday night, mate. And looking forward to the draw tonight as well to see who we get. Cheers for having me as always, pal.
Always, mate. Always good to have you on, mate. Always good to have everybody on. Listen, thanks to Carl and Marnock for joining us. Thanks to Robert for doing the show and the support for the technical staff, Fox and Old School Blue in the background. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10 talking about all things Rangers, and we'll be joined about 8:30 by Ewan McFarlane for the Club 1872. And we're going to have a quick chat with Ewan. There's been a lot of changes at the setup, and we're going to hear what he's got to say. So thanks for listening. Take it away, Old School Blue.